this says solve the equation for y in terms of x. And if I look at the equation, my y is right here. We want that y to be alone. Now, it really doesn't matter which side the y is on. A lot of people prefer the y to be on the left. I prefer the y to be positive. Right now, it's negative. So I'm actually going to move it by adding 3y to both sides. Whenever you're messing with the equations, you have to remember one important rule, and it is what you do to one side of an equation, you have to do the exact same thing to the other side in order to keep it equal. It's kind of like a scale. If I got 3 pounds on the left, I got to have 3 pounds on the right to keep it balanced. But if I add pounds to one side, it's going to come out of balance. So you got to add it to the other side. Now what will happen is the minus 3y and the plus 3y cancel out over there. And now what I'm going to have is the 8x plus the 3y, because they are not like terms, equals the 1. All right, I got a positive 3y. I just want the y. So the next thing on my hit list is the 8x. I do not want the 8x on the left side with the y. So if I have an 8x, I would need to subtract an 8x to cancel it out. And then that's just going to leave me with 3y all by itself. On the other side, I'd also have to subtract 8x. However, you can't take 8x's away from one whole. They are not like terms. I can only subtract x's from other x's. So over here, I'm going to have 1, and then I would write the minus 8x horizontally instead of vertically. Which means I'm down to one last step, and that is get rid of the 3 on the y. Now, since it's 3 times y, I'm going to divide by 3, because 3 over 3 would be 1, and 1 times y would just be y. But what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I would have to also divide the 1 minus 8x by 3. Now, Mobius did not say, I don't think, that I had to put it in any certain form, so 1 minus 8x all over 3 should be an okay answer. Let me go back to Mobius and see what it says. Solve the equation for y in terms of x. No, it doesn't. They've already typed the y equal to here, so be careful. Don't type y equals again, because Mobius will count it wrong. Okay, so I have a fraction, so I'm going to click right here, the a over b, and my numerator was 1 minus 8x, and then I'm going to arrow down to the denominator. I guess I have to backspace to get rid of the b, and then hit 3. And then hit how did I do? Yay, it liked it. All right. And y, okay, they worked it a different way. They subtracted over the 1 first, and then divided by the negative 3, which I didn't like the way they did that. Negative signs can just wreak havoc on a problem. So if the coefficient on the variable that you have to solve for is negative, I would add him over to the other side to make him positive first. It really will alleviate a lot of headaches. Trust me on that. But it can be done this way, and they would accept this answer also.